I'm gonna save up here, just in case it doesn't work, but I should be able to wish myself to full HP, make a mad dash. I probably should make sure reveal a shortcut to assure I mess this up as little as possible. Right. So I gotta start running the moment I come down here. Dang it. I was right before it. But yeah, Github sees enough. The tornado does not have a lizard nor a manicore in it. Instead, we are met with the Desert Cerberus, a Dawn of Djinn exclusive boss. Now, I could reset and try to get the synergy recovery, but you know what? What's the fun in that? Let's just try to make this work. This worn, fatigued, worn out me trying to fight this boss. I believe that it's weak to fire because it's a Cerberus. Okay, technically this is a synergy recovery as well as an attack boost. Let's go for it. Alright, don't need to mess with fire, so... Oh, that's right, I have Brand. Oh, this does mess with my class. Technically. You know what, since we're kinda hurting for synergy points, I'll lead with Mineral as well. And Breeze, because we should probably have some buffs to us in some shape or form. Oh, that is a lot of extra damage compared to what everyone else is facing. Maybe having the glass cannon of the group be the one with the weaker, more risky class wasn't the most brilliant idea I've ever had. Never mind, everyone's kinda hurting. Ivan's not alone anymore. Alright, weak to fire. I don't remember if he actually has any, you know, weakness to status effects or that, but it's worth the shot as far as I'm concerned. Actually, this is a good time to show off Cloak. Normally in Golden Sun, this is exclusively a utility synergy, but in Dawn of Djinn, we can use Cloak to hide ourselves. Kind of similar to how... Chasm would protect us from damage. It only works on one party member, of course, but it can be useful for a pinch where you really don't want to die before you get healed. Speaking of which... AoE healing is better than no healing. Oh yeah, caveat. Because I gotta make it cost synergy somehow. It may not look like it costs synergy, but using it on yourself drains a little synergy from you. Alright. Blasting it here. Pretty good call if I say so myself. And you know what, just so we can get some of these in here, might be a good time to check speed and... Well, of course, Isaac's the slowest, so we can't really make use of the summoning. Let's see, I don't think I need a Chasm this turn. I'll go for Brand again, just because I feel like that would maybe do more damage than a Blast. I guess this is a good time to try out our Grand Djinn compared to any. It'll definitely make this fight a bit easier because I don't have to worry as much about healing. So, not only puts a barrier over us, but it also heals us a bit. I think like around 90 damage might be a fair bet. Okay, not as much synergy as I was hoping to recovery, but it's something, especially when I get damage this turn. Okay, synergy seal. That could be good. Especially because if the synergy is sealed, it can't restore itself. And I honestly kind of forgot that I gave it that move. You know what? Speed boost won't hurt. Well, I would lose some Dragoon abilities. Let's try stunning it, just to see. Just triple check to make sure I'm going for the summon already. Yeah, let's go for Java, that way maybe I can get 2 fire attacks off next turn instead of just 1. And I'll hold on to the Size and Miracle just in case things get real ugly, but sure, let's go for a boom. You fool! You hope to harm me that way? Yeah, the fire ability would have done more damage, but I was just checking to see if I could possibly get a paralyzation off. Because that would make this boss fight even more broken than it already was. Super broken, in fact. Alright. I think that's the sound of my synergy running out. So while I wait for my Djinns to come back so I can have this Dragoon class proper. Oh, you know, I could summon Ramsey and get that. Actually, am I still the slowest? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go for a big brain play. It's already sealed. Let's see if... We'll just see for compare... We'll do both for comparison's sake. Because this technically draws from my attack, while the other is just base elemental damage. Alright, I gotta remember to use one more Djinn in some shape or form. So... No, it's an Earth. I gotta use an Earth Djinny, so I can actually pull off my summon just fine. You know what? I could go for another Djinn and go for the tier 4 summon, but I'd rather play it safe and just summon now and get my boost back sooner. Oh, this is gonna screw me over. He stopped me from moving. So he effectively stopped 2 of my party members from moving because Isaac's attack was completely reliant on Ivan being able to use his Djinn before Isaac went for the summon. So I guess there is a bit of risk and reward to trying to do stuff like that. Alright. Not too bad with synergy, but could be better. Maybe I'll just go for Smith, and if I really want my class back so badly, I could just set it myself or something. Alright. Also, I was not even paying attention of who was doing more. Also, his synergy is gone again, so I might just go for a brand anyways. I was gonna say, maybe I'll just go for Blast to save some synergy points, but nah, kind of pushing it a little as is. Alright. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's the thing, like, I need 4 Djinnies in order to be a high enough class to use Wish. And I don't have 4 Djinnies, so... Let's just be safe and go for Ramsey. Actually, I need to have someone do the healing. It's fine. He wastes one of his turns just stopping one of my party members from using their turn, so I have a little time. Not much, but time nevertheless. Can't underestimate my items. This seems like a perfect time to use that on you. Yeah, let's just go for the Rapid. Get 2 birds with 1 stone. Or I could go for Mirage, Actually, I like that idea better. I hope you're all starting to see just how Mirage can be kind of broken here. And I definitely think the fact that it protects you from less damage as well, it's a well worthy trade-off of being the only ability that heals and puts up a barrier the same turn. Okay, so that was actually a pretty efficient use of my healing items, not gonna lie. I've noticed I've been a little sloppy with that lately. Alright, so attack's back to normal. Maybe now I should start looking into using Geyser. And I'm still not really feeling too forced to use a Side Miracle. That's impressive in itself. Maybe I'll use an Ice Candy, just... no, I already boosted my speed. I should've. Oh no, that's right, I did Mirage this turn instead. You know what? If only to use these up. They're probably my least favorite item that I made. So just to use it up and get it out of my system. Actually, this could backfire. Oh, they're the same speed. I'll take the risk. Ice Candy, Rapid. Let's just get the summon out of the way. And maybe we can get a little extra synergy points back for Mia in the process. I feel like I'm on a roll today, just like... First I took on the Grand Djinn without too much issue. This boss fight is going pretty smoothly. If I do cover the optional area today, it's inevitably gonna go pretty well because... Honestly, like the first 3 to 4 floors were made with the intent of being beatable if you do the Easter egg that lets you go to that super dungeon early. Just because I have full synergy, I might as well go for a Protect. No fire to actually use that. Actually, just to keep the fire attacks going strong. I think Mia's looking fine enough that I feel confident that... well, I was gonna say I feel confident that I can take this guy out before running out of synergy, but if I keep doing dumb stuff like that, possibly not. So we're gonna just double up on our blast. Actually, since Isaac's a little lower on synergy points, maybe just you do the blast and you do the you use the fire Jinnies. And there's the boss. Ivan's gotta level up, Mia's gotta level up, and we got the Titan armor, which is probably one of the more unorthodox things that I've done in Dawn of Djinn, where I have the optional boss, where technically it's an optional boss in vanilla, but it's made a mandatory boss in this game because this is how we get a synergy that we're gonna need for the dungeon going forward, which in theory would be good design because it'll forces you to do a boss that you would normally skip. I'm forgetting why at the moment, but I remember like in playtesting or something not really liking that idea and wanting to go back to the way it originally was for version 2. Who gets a better boost from this again? Well, it resists Earth, so I guess that's worth keeping in mind. I feel like Isaac would have enough Earth resistance as is. I was gonna say Annie has more defense, but that might just be... Now try, now that they're in the same class. Well, Garrett does get slightly more defense out of it, so sure. And I figure he, like, benefits more from a Earth resistance. Now I'm debating where to go first, because fast travel is kind of weird. On one hand, maybe I should just finish this. Maybe I should just finish this up and come back once we get to the next town. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Sorry to keep teasing this thing that I keep putting off. But I think for my sanity, there's definitely a way. I definitely gotta do this a certain way to reduce backtracking or backtracking as much as possible. And I think this, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this would be the best way to reduce that issue. In fact, once we get out of here, I could probably show you exactly what I mean. Oh yeah, there's no Sheepa to be found, and yet we must press forward. So, up ahead, this is a fun piece of trivia I noticed in playtesting. We're in a new area, Sholia Gate. Cool. New fast travel point, right? Not really. Sholia Gate does not count as a fast travel point, so if you were to try to come here before taking on the stuff in Toby, and manage to get all the way through the desert, all the way past that boss, all the way over here, this is a problem that would normally exist in Vanilla Golden Sun 2, but this is one of the few times that Dawn of Djinn can't fix that problem, because there's no fast travel point here. Blame the randomizer if you want, but... or... blame the mod if you want. Oh. It fast traveled me to a town anyways. I forgot, like, you're kind of... I wasn't pointing at the town, so I thought I'd just cancel out of it. Well... and that is why I wanted to go all the way to Venus Lighthouse before doing the optional thing in the desert.